I wanted to show you guys quickly how to get appointed with carriers. We're just going to use Lemonade as an example. So what we're going to start looking for, we're just going to go to Google, and essentially what I said in previous videos, we're going to type in what you're looking for. So how to get appointed with Lemonade Insurance. So we're going to click that. Now it helps if you put your state in because it could help as well. You're going to skip past anything that says sponsored because these are just companies. First Connect's a company trying to get you to join their network. Bolt Tech is another one. Brightway Insurance is obviously I shouldn't have said that because now my phone's going to send me ads. Next Insurance is a big competitor to Lemonade and just most commercial type stuff. And then we've got Lemonade Insurance. So we've got all of that being pushed through. Partner program, let's try this. So let's click on the first link that you see. Let's click apply. Normally what you want to do with carriers, let me close this here. So normally what you do, let me go back here. So normally what you want to do is kind of look through who is this for, property managers, online affiliates, vets, car employers, all of these things to partner with. So it's not really a fit. It doesn't say agent or agency in this one, but I believe this still is the access point. So let's go ahead and put our information in. I'm just going to put my name in, click next. And then it's going to pull up and say, what are you? And then I'm an insurance agent. So if you're just trying to get a commission affiliate, that's also a way you can do it. You get like a $10 fee every time you refer a customer to them. But for insurance agents, we're trying to get appointed with Lemonade just because they might be competitive. They are opening up home insurance in a few states. That's the benefit of having them. So I'm kind of leaning towards looking at them. What is the name of your business? So my local company is Valor Insurance Group, LLC, which I know we were appointed with them years ago. We just didn't do anything with them. Please provide a link to your website, www.valorinsure.com. Okay, continue. And then what is the email? mark@valorinsure.com. Okay, so we've got your local connection. Please represent, I am the owner of Valor Insurance Group. We sell home P&C insurance across 12 states. And I'm not going to put all the states in there, but get that. So we submit that. Great, you're all set. Our team will review your application and get back to you in a few days. Okay, so that was the simple one. That was Lemonade. Let's look at some other ways to do this. So let's say we wanted to get appointed with Progressive. And actually, I think I just to show you what it looks like, in case you're curious. We got this notification. So, hey, Mark Flockhart, thanks for reaching out. We're now reviewing your application. We'll circle back soon. So they've instantly notified me. Now, other companies, let's say we wanted to get appointed with a larger company, let's say Nationwide. Now, I know they're not really doing new appointments, at least in most states. So it's a little bit harder, but how to get appointed with Nationwide Insurance in Michigan. That's our local home state. So we go there, we're skipping all the sponsors. We're looking for the become an appointed insurance agent. So there we go. We can click on that. Now, when you go to larger companies, some of the things that you want to focus on is understanding the company that you're going to. I'll give you a really good example. We applied for a company, I think it was US Assure, where because we have homes in Texas, we were looking to insure more of. And after talking with them, it didn't seem like it was a fit because they're looking for more of the new construction. So at the time that we talked to them, it didn't make sense. I honestly told them, I was like, I don't really want the appointment anymore because it's not the customer that we have right now. They're getting a brand new home in Texas is like very difficult, let alone am I going to have 20 of them? And then the commitment that they want to have, all of those things didn't match up. Quick and simple, become appointed. So now I can click on this become appointed. You're going to choose what you're selling. Now with Nationwide, I know personal lines and commercial are two separate things. So I'm going to lean towards the personal lines, which is home and auto. Have you been referred? I'm going to say no. Are you affiliated with one of the Journal's top 100 firms? We're going to say no. That might be a benefit if you are. If so, when? And then you just go in through and fill it out. So agency name, it's going to be Valor Insurance Group, LLC. And then your address, all of those things, your website, you're going to fill this all out. What they're going to start asking you is what companies do you sell now? So we might sell Safeco, and how much is your premium? $500,000, whatever. And then we've got Progressive. And then we've got, for us, it's nationwide. It might be all state. Whoever you're appointed with, they're going to want to know who they're competing with, because when they look at this is usually a person that's going to sit down, and that local territory rep is going to look at your application and say, okay, are they a fit for what we're looking for? Or are they just only insured with our direct competitors? They might not want to be connected with you if all of their direct competitors, who usually beat them in price and usually try to steal their account, all those things are appointed with you. So they might not want to be with you in those scenarios. Not always the case, so don't be afraid to put it in there. But they also want to see that you're writing business. What size of an agency are you? What's what attention should we be giving this? The number of employees. So, you got 5 employees, you put that down. Do you do background checks on the employees? That's a huge plus. If you're making sure that the people that are representing your company match up to what they want to represent them as an agency or as an insurance company to your agency. That's a big plus. Are we running background checks? Also, they're going to ask you for the plan of your business. Now, it's not going to be on one of these pages, usually either the next page or when they contact you and you are kind of a fit, you're going to get an appointment to where, not appointed, you're going to get an appointment with one of the territory reps to talk to them. They are going to ask you similar things to what is your growth plan? How much revenue are you expecting to write with us? So how much premium are you bringing in the door? There's a couple things you have to be very knowledgeable about. One, they don't want too much. They don't need somebody that's just gung-ho and writing every other person under the sun. They also want to know what type of business you're trying to go after. So for us, we're more of a preferred to standard policy. So it's home auto, sometimes just auto, sometimes just home, but mostly preferred accounts is our focus. So home, auto, 2 cars, that type of client is our focus. And when we're marketing, we're trying to market to that person. So that fits with a Safeco and a Nationwide or an Auto Owners or one of those kind of premier companies that are looking for more of that fit. Your other companies that are looking for just like monoline home, that's Lemonade. Your other companies that are looking for like monoline auto, that might be Progressive. They don't really want the homes yet, at least this time they're kind of pausing that. So there's different carriers for different scenarios. Let me do another example here. So how do I know who I should get appointed with? So we're going to look up top insurance companies in, we'll just say Virginia. And I would put the city in there too. Okay, so AI is going to help give us an idea. That's kind of cool about AI, but we can start looking at sponsored Progressive, so they want to be there. NerdWallet gives you that side by side. Geico is a big one. They're an appointment you can get. Best car insurance in Virginia. So this is a good example. I would click on this one. I want to see who these companies are listing as these top carriers. So State Farm, I'm not going to have a shot. They're independent or they're exclusive. I can't get with them. Auto owners, it's very difficult to get in the door, but if you can, once you've built and established yourself, then that might be a good fit. Travelers, they might appoint you if you're local. So one of the things that a lot of trouble that we're having is getting appointed in non-resident states. So when we're appointed in Michigan, that's our home state and our physical location, but we want to sell in Texas. Well, Travelers may not let you join the Texas branch, but they might let you join the Michigan branch and vice versa. So your physical location can help and does matter. So I've already got auto owners I'm going to look at. I'm still going to try because I want to create the relationship. Even if I know they're going to deny me, I want them to know that I exist and that I'm looking to partner with them and be an agency. I'm looking at Travelers. I'm looking at the USA is their own. Acuity, I think, is their own. Allstate, they allow. That's also called NatGen, National General. Amica, I think they're on their own. Farmers are on their own. Geico, I can check. Progressive, I can check. So I'm going to take that information and I'm going to start looking at these. So let's look at Travelers. How to get appointed. And we're just going to say with Travelers Insurance in Michigan. Actually, we said Virginia in this case, but that's fine. Skip past all the ads, skip past those, become a Travelers Independent Insurance Agent. So now I'm going to click on that to look at this. Why independent? Now, again, read their information. If you don't know who Travelers is, go research them, find out, is my customer going to be a fit for them? If so, let's dive into this further. Okay, become an agent. Here's a video. That's the map. Personal agents, and I'm really just looking for that link to apply. Let's see. So apply now. So I can click that, and it's going to tell me all the information. You must be a licensed agency in the state. You have to pass a background check. We're going to click apply and you're going to start typing your information. It's as simple as that. Again, have some sort of roadmap. If you can physically have a copy, we have a digital copy that we created in some lifeplan.com or something like that, to where you can show the progression of where you expect your agency to be in 5 years and 10 years. And so we actually can just upload that. They're going to ask you to upload some of these documents just to prove that you have the book, that this is that, all the things that you're saying is true, to make sure that they can or will appoint you. That's how you get appointed with these carriers. I just wanted to put that out there so people can see how simple it is to try. I'm going to go to our network. I'm going to put a link in the description below where you guys can join our free network, to where I share most of the information. I'm going to start, and I want to start creating a list of links so that you don't have to do the Google search. We'll just create a PDF that we can add to, that you guys can have access to how or where to apply network. It's just a community. It's like a Facebook page, but it's one that I created with our software. So it's basically one you can go in there. You have to be a licensed agent. It does make you, or want you to put in your license ID or whatever, just to prove you are a licensed agent. If not, there's just a spot where you can like request information. But I'm going to share in there just access to a document that I'm going to start creating that you guys can add to, and we can start building a link to where you can apply for those licenses. That way you have the access to do so. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you guys are interested in a service like that, I am considering creating a paid version of this so that you guys can actually just have somebody go work with you for a few hours and create that whole template of where you expect your agency to be, what type of clients are you looking for, how to kind of get that started, but also somebody that can go apply to all of these licenses, because there are 20, 30 of these that you might want to apply for, just to see if you can get approved with 3, 4, or 5 of them, and then you're off and running. You have direct appointments, you can start on your own and just grow from there. And then if they're denied, now what's the next step? Maybe we look at joining an aggregator or joining a network that you can be part of. Or if you're just looking to join an agency, that's an option as well. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you guys are interested in something like that, haven't built it, just kind of thinking about it. I know it's kind of the big topic online, is how to get appointments, how to schedule those, all of those things. Put it in the link description below. Otherwise, I'm Mark W. Flockhart. I'll see you soon.